So what is Koro Sensei going to do to combat against the principal? Because if the principal can just bring up a new study topic and then teach that to the kids in the last second, then does Koro Sensei just teach the kids everything and hope for the best? I'm not entirely sure, but I feel like eventually he's going to one up the principal. But then if he does, then the principal is going to retaliate. So I don't know. It just might be a recurring thing. So this episode's called School Trip Time First Period. School trip. I wonder, do they go on the same school trip as the other classes? Or are they like sent somewhere else? Or sent at a different time? Or do they go at the same time and it's kind of like the assembly of where they get like trash accommodations, a poor bus, something to where the other kids can look at it and be like, I don't want to be there. Anyways, without further ado, let's get straight on to it. With the original content as always. All right, let's get going in 3, 2, 1, and go.
Hey, Nagisa. You figure out who all's in your group?
My what?
It's mine and Isagai's job to keep track of who's with who, so let one of us know.
Who in their right mind schedules a class trip this early in the year?
The principal.
I cannot say that I approve.
Then why are you dressed like that? Geisha, really? It's actually kind of hot.
Sir?
Right, I'll admit it. I'm as excited about this excursion as you.
Can't you just go there whenever you want? Maybe it's the fact that he's going with company.
Everyone's aware next week is our big overnight field trip to Kyoto, yeah? Well,
Okay,
not to put a damper on
Kyoto.
the fun, but you're still on the clock.
Of course.
There are a lot of good sniper nests in the big city. We plan to have sharpshooters posted just about everywhere. Lead your target into the crosshairs, and the reward money will be parsed out between you and the
So
lucky
technically, they're not gonna try to attack him, but put him in the right sights.
Hey, Karma, do you want to be with us?
Count me in.
Oh.
You're gonna behave yourself, right? No
No.
funny business? Don't worry, dude. When I stir up trouble out of town, let's just say I know how to keep witnesses from reporting it.
Oh, great. And now he's part of our group.
There's me, you, Sugino, Kaino, should be 2 more.
Yep, got it covered. I'll get us in.
Still one
Heck
shy.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Class Idol Kanzaki.
Class idol?
I'm totally for it.
Nice girl, Kanzaki. Good addition to the group, I think.
Why? What does she bring to the table?
You're all so cute. Excited to walk the city streets, boys and girls. Ah, so young and naive.
Yeah, well, you can just stay here, Professor Bitch.
You can water the plants while we're gone. Where should we go
Heck yeah.
on day 2?
Oh, no! If you bastards think you're gonna deal me out of this trip, think again!
Where did the gun come from?
One for each of you.
What is that?
Their field trip guidebooks. It's just a little something I threw together last night, including art, illustrations of every major tourist attraction, the top 100 local souvenirs and where to find them, travel self-defense techniques from basic to advanced. Oh, and best of all, the first edition comes with a model of Kinjakuji. You are way too excited about this trip.
Koro Sensei likes E-Class to be prepared.
Whoa. Man, look at those lucky jerks getting to ride first class.
And as always, we're stuck in coach.
Yeah,
For us, right, guys?
that makes sense.
Now, boys.
Oh my gosh, butt chin.
Pardon me, boys.
Professor Bitch, why are you dressed like the paparazzi should care who you are?
Yeah.
Go change.
Yes.
You're a chaperone, not a runway model.
Oh, come on.
Shut up. Get changed now.
But
She's more of a child than we are.
Maybe killing rich dudes for a living disconnects you from reality.
oh, absolutely.
Has anybody seen Koro Sensei? Was he even at the train station?
Why would he be?
Not to
Yeah.
cry, but is there some reason you're stuck to the window?
I was stocking up on munchies at the terminal and lost track of time. It's all right, I'll just stay here till we reach the next stop. Cloaking engaged.
Nothing to see here, just some random clothes and luggage stuck to the side of a train.
He can camouflage too?
Who knew traveling incognito would be so exhausting?
And while we're on the subject, broadcasting that you're in disguise defeats the purpose. Truth? It's a lame disguise anyway.
Try these. Can't have your nose going AWOL
Oh.
all the time, right? Wow!
You shaped him a nose?
It's whatever, just a little hobby of mine, no big.
What is it made out of?
That's cool, Sugaya.
I don't know what we'll learn about each other on this trip, but I'm ready to be surprised.
Are we gonna learn about her?
Hey guys, I'm gonna make a run to the main car and get us some drinks.
Oh, I'm about to say, is she gonna have like a complete 180?
Sorry. Excuse us.
Is that JoJo?
What school do you suppose they're from?
Kunugi Gauka.
How do you like that? A train full of smarties from one of the best schools.
There's no way that these guys are high schoolers.
Once we're in Kyoto, what do you say we have some fun with these dweebs?
They're going to get killed.
So, bullet trains actually give him motion sickness?
You write that down. Write that
You'll
down.
probably feel better if you lay down in our room for a while.
Perhaps later. I need to pop back over to Tokyo for a moment first.
Any luck? It's gotta be in there. You work so hard
Oh,
on
your
it,
book,
too.
because the guy stole it.
I admire you going through the trouble of putting together an itinerary, Kanzaki. But if you can't locate it, don't fret.
I wonder if I dropped it somewhere.
So, tomorrow is your free study day in Kyoto. Everybody got that?
These people are not high schoolers.
Those jerks from Kunigagaoka are really gonna try to squeeze all this sightseeing into one day?
Whatever we do, we have to get green tea wasabi mochi dumplings. That's a great idea. We could put poison in them.
Not too shabby.
Yeah.
We could take advantage of his sweet tooth.
That'd be a waste of a
That's what I'm saying.
local treat.
This is where Omiya used to be. The inn where Sakamoto was cut down by assassins in 1867.
Oh, assassinations.
That's right. And just a little further down is Honnoji Temple, though it's moved a few times since they built it.
Can you just move a temple?
Throughout history, tons of targets have been neutralized here. Targets whose lives the world still feels the repercussions of. As far as that goes,
It's not gonna be Korsetsei. I'm sorry.
Mind if we take a break first? I could really go for some sugar-loaded Kyoto coffee right about now.
Honestly, I feel good that Karma's with them. I feel like Karma could keep up with one of those guys.
That's why I made sure to put it on the itinerary. It's ideal for assassination.
Or robbery.
It's also a great spot for kidnappers to ply their trade.
Or kidnapping. That too. You just gonna keep on smacking that thing, or we're gonna do something?
Hand over your lady friends and we'll...
Heck yeah.
Let go of me!
What did we tell you?
Gosh dang it. Yeah, it's too many.
they crawled out of the shadows like monsters. Only these thugs are something far worse than monsters.
Where's Koro-sensei?
They're high schoolers.
Oh yeah, I think they're middle school, so high schoolers technically bigger. Still, these high schoolers are way too massive.
I gave our buddies a call in their inn. We're gonna have ourselves a little commemorative photo shoot with you gals. You. I seen you somewhere before, right? Saw you in that arcade. Don't deny it.
Well, okay.
My boy spotted you first, told me to be on the lookout for a party girl. We was gonna kidnap you then, but I guess you lucked out and gave us the slip.
It's the highlights. Or low light. It's the tips.
Don't worry about a thing. Professor Ruin's gonna take all night teaching you to dive like a pro.
Stop that.
When a group member has been abducted, I'll just say it. What kind of guidebook covers this stuff?
The sort of guidebook an insanely thorough teacher
Exactly.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of comforting to know even you went through a phase. My dad was crazy strict. Always on me about doing well in school and building up my resume.
Of course.
It was so suffocating, you know?
So you had to
Deal.
get out.
So I ditched the uniform, glammed myself out, and hang where no one knew who I was.
Sounds to me like you'd be right at home with us. Grades and all that pointless bullshit don't mean jack here. The only thing that matters is having a little fun, right?
Get away.
Jerk.
This is exactly what I'm talking about, you uppity bitch! When we're done here,
Oh, thank goodness
you go
she
back
landed on
to
the
that
couch.
fancy hotel you're in and tell whoever asked that you were just out singing karaoke. Ah, speak of the devil, my photographer buddies are here.
And he's dead. Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
School trip guidebook, page 1043.
So technically, Koro-sensei is helping them, but through the book.
Being unfamiliar with the area, the culprits will opt to stay within a narrow perimeter after the initial kidnapping. Somewhere secluded, but not far from the
Oh
scene of the crime.
gosh. They read them like a book. Quite literally.
There's nothing Koro-sensei didn't think of.
No kidding,
But like, if you guys didn't win the
Definitely
fight
worth
prior,
looking around. We should take one with us everywhere.
how are you going to win this fight?
We'll go easy if you back down now, but after all
Karma
you
will
put
go
us through,
easy.
You're not getting out of this
These other people are
unscathed.
just bodies.
The junior high kids crack me up. Why don't you say hello to some friends of mine? See how far that attitude gets you with them.
It better be Koro-sensei. Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
I'm
they
late
won.
for the festivities. I figured it'd be best to let you handle this on your own.
Is
while
he
I
wearing
search
a
elsewhere,
death mask?
Just to cover all the bases.
Sir, Why exactly are you
Death
wearing
veil?
the veil?
Violence is always regrettable.
Hold on, this freakazoid's your teacher? That's the biggest load of bullshit I ever heard.
Are you not scared?
I'll beg you not to use it in front of my students.
Wow, so even the teachers they hire at that damn school are special.
Yeah.
Probably get off looking down on us like the other kids do.
I mean, to be fair, do you know what you were about to do? There's a reason. You just kicked the sweat off this guy.
They're not privileged, they simply work hard. And there's the moral for you.
You know, I'm starting to think we picked the wrong kids to mess with.
Just now?
For a while there, I didn't know what was gonna happen.
Pop the
Should've just
tires.
left me alone with the ringleader. I'd have taken out the trash before the bastard knew what hit
I
him.
get it, you're a scary dude.
Most folks would have been traumatized by what you just experienced. Yet you've shaken it off without batting an eye. In fact, I dare say the whole ordeal has empowered you.
What do you know? I guess it has. Thanks for coming to the rescue.
Really? Empowered.
Don't mention it.
When your target is also an outstanding teacher, it's the definition of between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah. Really? That's it? If this is the only time that they're in Kyoto, then all these snipers were just sitting there for no reason. Because there wasn't one time throughout this whole episode of where they put Koro Sensei in a spot where a sniper can get him. I don't know about you guys, but every time I see these three in particular, I really want justice. Like, I don't even know. Maybe not just a one-time thing of where they get humiliated. I need consistent humiliation. I need the teacher to lose his job. I need these kids to be at the bottom percentile to where they end up in class 3E. I don't know. To me, that they just irk me. I need justice. And as with Kanzaki, as soon as they introduced her, my thoughts were, okay, she seems like they call her an idol. She seems like this perfectly goody two shoes, doing everything by the book type person. And that's great, right? She comes off that way. My thought is, if that's my immediate thought, how did she end up in class 3E? So I knew that there was a flip side to her. I just didn't know what it was. When we got this side, my thought was, okay, it's not super bad, but to be fair, whatever she's drinking right here could be construed as something bad. But she had a rebellious phase. I think that usually does happen when it comes to parents trying to push their kids in a certain direction. And I'm not a parent, so I don't really know, but I feel like we've seen several things that's close to this where a parent pushes the kid in a certain direction, whether it be academics, whether it be a certain sport, whether it be a certain career, whatever. So much so that the kid kind of retaliates, and when they retaliate, they go the opposite direction. They need to go to the opposite direction in order to get a sort of release. And I kind of relate it to trying to eat healthy. If you go from not eating healthy to trying to eat healthy cold turkey, eating salads all the time, whatever, you might get to the point of where you hate it so much that you end up binge eating to compensate for that feeling of eating healthy. It's a weird comparison, but I think that works. And then as for these guys, I'm glad they beat them up so ridiculously to where they no longer mess with this school. Because my thoughts were, yes, you can beat them up slightly to where everyone can escape, but these guys made it clear that when they go back to Tokyo, that they might meet these kids again. So the threat will still be there even if they get away from Kyoto. So my immediate thought was, okay, we could just kill them. Obviously, we can't do that, but I mean, something more permanent. Because, yes, they beat them up ridiculously right here. Some of them might turn a new leaf. My fear is, okay, they'll stop messing with these kids at this school, but they're not going to stop for other schools. Like, these guys were resorting to kidnapping? That's pretty extreme. I doubt some of them are just going to turn a new leaf because they got beaten up by squid. Could be wrong, though. So in the end, we realize something. Always have Karma in your group. I don't care if he's crazy. I don't care if he makes weird remarks. I would put all that to the wayside in order to feel safe. Because Karma, to be fair, if it wasn't for Karma, they would have gotten taken easier. I don't know. Even I felt safe with Karma in the group. Anyways, that was my reaction to Assassination Classroom, Season 1, Episode 7. If you like my reaction, make sure to like and subscribe. If you guys want me to know anything more, put a comment section down below. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.